What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Protech Sports, and I'm back with another video. If I get to a word of God, for God right. So right now, God's open doors, for all guys, your name, pray, amen. And today's video, I got a question for you guys. Do you miss Kirk Cousins in DC? Let's get right into it. No intro, man. I'm gonna get right into today's video without wasting any extra time. So, Kirk Cousins, former Washington Redskin quarterback, did go to the Minnesota Vikings back in 2018 after the Redskins did decide to go ahead and trade for quarterback Alex Smith, get up a third-round pick, and cornerback Kendall Fuller in the trade, which we got Kendall Fuller back 2 years later in 2020 as a free agent. And he's been struggling a little bit since late last season, and this trickled down to this season, 2022, but that's not the point here. So he took a 3 year, $84 million contract with the Minnesota Vikings that was fully guaranteed. He won a playoff game for the first time in his career in 2019 as he led the Minnesota Vikings to a playoff berth in a win versus the New Orleans Saints in overtime with a game-winning touchdown pass from Kirk himself to Kyle Rudolph. And the last couple of years, they haven't really made too much noise, but this year they're 6-1, and they're looking really good. And it looks like they're going to win the NFC North and actually be a playoff contender and a team to watch out for in the NFC. Question to you guys: do you miss Kirk Cousins here in DC, and do you think we had the same success that the Minnesota Vikings are having in 2022 if Kirk Cousins are quarterback and not a combination of Carson Wentz and Taylor Heineke? Now, I am a Wentz guy. You guys already know I like Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is definitely a solid starting quarterback in the National Football League, but he's nothing more than an above average starter at best. I think Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than he is right now. And honestly, I do miss Kirk here. I do miss Kirk. I think Kirk was a stabilizing force here. You know who your starting quarterback was every week. You're not going quarterback to quarterback. We had to draft Dwayne Haskins in 2019 after we didn't have to, we chose to after Alex Smith broke his leg and seemed like his career was pretty much over with as a football player. We did draft Dwayne Haskins in 19. Haskins has some flashes and had a couple of good games here and there toward the end of 19 that we really thought that he could really be the guy here. And then in 2020, Ron Rivera gets here. They get rid of Kevin O'Connell. They bring in Scott Turner. The offense is not matched with Dwayne Haskins as well. And he eventually gets benched for Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen comes in and does some good things. He gets hurt. And then Alex comes in. Alex Smith, coming off the leg injury, comes in and does some decent things, but nothing special. But he does lead the Washington football team to a 5-1 record with him as the starting quarterback of said Washington football team, and helping the Washington football team win the NFC East at 7-9 back in 2020. Dwayne Haskins did start the Week 16 game versus the Carolina Panthers. We know how that went. He did not play well, and also he had a very, 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 very controversial incident that happened with his girlfriend, now soon to be wife, and Mrs. Haskins, and that kind of went left, and that just was the end of Dwayne in DC. He went to Pittsburgh, and the rest of that's history. So after that, well, in 2021, we did pick up Ryan Fitzpatrick, which is absolutely so stupid. I don't know why we did that. We picked up Ryan Fitzpatrick in 2021 as a free agent for 1 year, $10 million. And then we bring back said Taylor Heineke, who played in the playoff game versus the Buccaneers on a 2 year, $8 million contract, which most of it wasn't guaranteed. Most of it was incentive based. So you got those two at quarterback. They were battling out for the starting job. Ryan Fitzpatrick does win the job over said Taylor Heineke. Uh, First game of the season, Ryan Fitzpatrick throws like 8 passes, does not look good, and then he has a hip subluxation, whatever it is called, end of his season. And then we saw Taylor Heineke for 15 of the other 16 games, including the end of that Chargers game. And he did some good things, but also had a lot of really, really bonehead moments. He finishes with about 3,500 passing yards, a little bit more than that, 20 touchdowns and 15 picks, and a fumble that was returned for a touchdown in the Cowboys game. Led the Washington football team to a 1 4 game winning streak, but also a 4 game losing streak in front of it, and also was a part of another 4 game losing streak behind it after a bunch of injuries and COVID-19 dead rappers our roster during the 2021 NFL season. We fast forward to 2022. Washington Commanders, for our new name, has traded for Carson Wentz in March. And now Carson Wentz is a trenches starter. He's getting $28 million. By Taylor Heinicke's getting $2 million. So that's how that went. And now Carson had a good week 1 versus the Jaguars. He had a good second half of the game versus the Detroit Lions. Struggled versus the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles division rivals. And then had a really bad end to the game versus Tennessee Titans, which he threw a game-sealing interception, which is absolutely horrible. And then he played really bad versus the Bears, but in a victory. Kind of find he did break his finger in that game. Now he's out 4 to 6 weeks, more towards a 6-week timeline than the said 4 weeks. So he's on IR right now. So it's Taylor Heinicke playing, and Taylor Heinicke has went 2-0, beating the Green Bay Packers 23-21, and also defeating the likes of the Indianapolis Colts 17-16 on a game-winning quarterback sneak for a touchdown to seal the victory. So I gave you guys the full history of our quarterback situation since Kirk has left. Do you miss Kirk Cousins? I do. I love stability at quarterback, and we have not had it since. I was hoping we get it with Wentz. I don't know. I don't think we are, but there's still an opportunity, a window to open. Or maybe we can get stability with Taylor Heinicke, which I also doubt, because Heinicke's been bounced around the league and also been out the league for a while too. So this is tough. It's tough sliding without Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position, and I wish we paid him. All right, when we kind of find out, wish we paid him. He's not doing that great in Minnesota. He's doing great this year, but his statistics aren't that great this year. Either he has 1,400 passing yards, something like that, or 1,600 passing yards, 9 touchdown passes, and 5 picks. So he hasn't looked that great either, his damn self. But he threw by almost 1,300 yards here in 3 seasons, like almost 75 touchdowns and like less than 30 picks. He brought stability to this roster. He brought stability to his team. Is he the best leader in the world? Mediocre leader, but he's a decent leader, right? He's at least an average leader. And he brought stability. He brought consistency, something we have not seen since he's left. I'm sorry, I don't really care. I know Nadi from DMV Sports Zone feels differently. I know a lot of people feel differently about Kirk, but I do miss Kirk Cousins here. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on our quarterback history since Kirk left? And with that being said, and also the fact that Kirk and the Vikings are looking really good right now, do you miss Kirk in DC? Because we had some good starts with him in here in DC. We started one time 6-3-1, another time we started like 5-2. We've had good starts with him as the starting quarterback of the Washington Redskins at the time. So let me know what you think in the conversation down below about Kirk Cousins. What do you think about his return to DC? Do you think he's going to come shred us, or do you think our defense can actually hold it down as well? That's going to do it for me as for today's video. Go ahead and check out the live stream tonight at 7 p.m. with my guy from the Purple Pocket Podcast. That's my guy over there. He's on the road to 1K. So go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I'll actually put his channel down in the description down below, along with every other channel. Also, go ahead and follow my guy Ray at WH on the Daily. Have a wonderful day. And also go ahead and subscribe to my sponsee, Balling and Burgundy Podcast. That will also be down below in the description as well. So, guys, have a great one. Stay safe, stay healthy out here. All my game myself, Larry sound poor choice. Non professional on the field, technically sound. You will always open like time. Let's support with dedication, man. Protech fans will always have a great one, guys. Stay healthy, stay positive minded, keep positive vibes around you, but most importantly, stay blessed. Put God first. Stay safe with this COVID and this monkeypox and this murder and all this crap going on. Stay healthy and protect your positive energy. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and blessings to all of y'all. And y'all have a wonderful Friday. Yes, sir.